for joining me today. I am here with another layout for coloring digital images and using them in my scrapbook layout. So I have this beautiful image from Sweet Sentiment, and it is called Queen Bee. It is unfortunately no longer available, but it is one of my favorite stamps from them. I am on the design team, just a heads up. And I've got these papers from close to my heart and this old class photo from my daughter's school from 2014. I was trying to find a photo to match this paper, and this one jumped right out at me with all the blue in it. It was perfect. So I'm going to Frankenstein a map here for this one using this gray paper. This is all close to my heart paper. Some of them are scraps, and then you see the two full sheets in the background, but I don't end up using both sheets. I only use one. So the other one went back in my stash, and I will happily use it another time. So I have them, pardon me, I have all of these smaller scraps of this blue sprigged paper. Very pretty. So I end up using it to double matte this photo. So I'm going to Frankenstein another matte behind it. I love how this looks. That little bit of gray behind the photo turned out to be the only gray on the page, so I do end up punching some shapes out of it in a few minutes there to just tie the gray in with the rest of the photo, with the rest of the layout. So I've colored these. Now, right now, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to work this. So I have this wide strip, and I think it's a 6-inch, it might be an 8-inch strip of that lighter colored paper, and I do end up going with a band across the page, and I have this tiny strip of wood grain paper. Now, this is funny, I'm looking at it now, and both of those strips get flipped the other way. So that zip strip, that brown striped one, is going to end up on the bottom, and the wood grain is going to sorry, the zip strip is going to go on the top, the wood grain is going to go on the bottom, and then I also pull in that green one, that green branding strip or zip strip, and that's how it's going to go right there, just to cover that seam between the two papers. So I'm going to place that and get my photo placed. Now, there's no title on this page. I didn't feel the need for it. There's also no journaling. I'm okay with that too. The date's on it, the name of the school is on the photo, and all the kids' names are there. It was a very small class, 5 of them, and they were all together for pretty much their whole elementary school career. A very small class. They were very competitive. You can see on the bottom, they played all kinds of sports. They were a great group, and actually, most of them are still great friends today. So that's pretty cool. So this stamp set is called Queen Bee, and I stamped it out twice. And I'll put one at the top left, right, and one at the bottom left. I also stamped out the extra bee and colored him up a couple of times, along with a couple of those really tiny leaves. I have these extra pieces of the blue paper as well as this little strip of that sprig, that green, and I'm going to just kind of place them on the right-hand side, tucked just beneath the photo, just to give it, some more interest, and I'll get that placed down, and I'll start placing that cluster up there on the top right of the photo. So I do end up placing, giving them a little bit of dimension. The extra bees and the extra leaves, I'm going to glue straight down. And here's where I'm going to take that scrap piece of that gray and I'm going to punch some hearts and some uh, little sprigs, and I'll place them in those clusters as well. And yeah, so this is going to be a super fast layout because I don't add a lot of extra embellishments when I'm using the colored images. Because aside from the photo, I want the colored images and the paper to tell the story. So the bees tell the story, number one, because they're smarty pants. All of them are very bright, all of those kids, and still very bright to this day. One of them is now, well, my daughter's in engineering. One of them is going to be a 911 agent. One is in the Army, one is in veterinary school, and one is in nursing. Actually, she just graduated nursing school. So, fabulous kids, all of them. So, my last piece of this layout is going to be to add some enamel dots. So I add some gray and some white, and that gray again is just going to tie in the gray that I brought in that photo mat plus my die cuts. The white is just going to bring it all together with that little pop of bright white. And that's it, guys. This layout is done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you again soon. I'll also have a link to the Sweet Sentiment shop down below for you. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.